What is up, guys? Welcome back to episode number 106 of the My Player Career Mode. So today, guys, we could potentially be crowned league champions with Manchester United, provided we get the results that we require in today's episode. So as you can see by the league table there, we are currently 9 points clear of second place Newcastle. We have 5 games to go, they only have 4. So if we win this one here, it puts us on 12 points, and then we would be not mathematically secure, but in theory, we will be champions because, goal difference-wise, we'd be in a really good stance. So, in that respect, we win against Liverpool here, which will be a very kind of weird thing to do at Anfield. If we were to go there and pick up a victory and then basically be crowned champions, we just need, of course, one more point to do it. I'm not sure there'll be too many happy Liverpool fans out there in the comments section. So let's hope, for your sake, that we don't, but then let's hope as well for our sake in the series that we do. So we'll have to see what happens anyway. Anfield is a really tough place to go. Both teams can win this one, especially when they're evenly matched like they are today. So this United team, actually, guys, I have to give credit where credit's due. It surprised me a little bit. I wasn't expecting us to have this much of a dominant season in terms of our Premier League campaign. So to get to the stage where we were, and you've got to say as well, we really haven't been that big and influential part of this 33-game season, have we? Because we've not featured in all of them, of course, and my goal-to-game ratio in the Premier League, although it's still really, really good, is not as good as it has been at some other clubs. You know, I haven't carried Manchester United to this title. There's been players coming in and out of the team that's done a job as well. So I can't say it's been all me in this season because, of course, there's been a full 11 players on this pitch that have done the job for us, and especially when we haven't been playing, the likes of Dybala, Griezmann as well has been playing for us. So we've had 11 players and more than what has come into it and actually done a job. It's not been like one person carrying the team, whereas it has in a few other seasons that we've played of this series. So it's really good to see. But at the same time, again, game time, not quite all there for me. Maybe I'll have to move clubs. We'll have to wait and see. But what I can confirm for you guys right now is that in next episode, which will be tomorrow, you guys will have to make a decision because we did get an offer from another club, and it was a club that I'm interested in going to. It's a division we haven't played in yet, so we'll have to see what you guys recommend or what you guys reckon with that situation, of course. That will be in tomorrow's video, so then you, of course, can cast your vote and stuff. But it's just a heads up to let you all know that tomorrow you will have a decision to make. And this game against Liverpool, guys, was quite good. A lot of chances going to both sides. Here as De Gea made a phenomenal one-handed save to deny Liverpool what would have been surely the winning goal 7 minutes from time in this one. And then from the corner as well, he did another good job for us in coming out and receiving the ball and not giving anything away. So he's had a good game as De Gea. I have to give him credit because he did really well. But 87 minutes in, guys, this was just shocking. I get fouled there, and then they have another go at me here before eventually taking me out with Brooks. We get ourselves a free kick with around 2 or so minutes to go. Are we about to break people's hearts here at Anfield and take and steal the 3 points in what was quite a good game, actually? Or are we about to miss this and make ourselves look like a fool? So I was kind of disappointed the fact that the Brooks just got away with a yellow card there. You know what, guys? I'd been fouled twice up until that point, and they really didn't let me run past them too much. They were looking to add some really big challenges to it. So I kind of thought about a game plan here. I thought, you know what? I'm going to try something out here. So I started to move my pro, and then I thought, forget it. We'll go with Griezmann. I'm not going to even bother trying to hit this. Let's go with somebody who's more qualified. And, yeah, we didn't really get anything behind it very well. So we ended up with a 0-0 draw here, guys. So the party for the league campaign is going to have to wait for one more game potentially here because it does mean that we are still not mathematically secure of this league championship. But at the same time, it's looking likely, isn't it, guys? You can see there, 0-0 draw. Both teams having a couple of chances either way, but none of them making them stick. So it's a decent result. It's a fair result. And I'm sure that we will be happy with that one, not losing at Anfield as well. So yeah, like I've mentioned, it's not an easy place to go, is Anfield. I don't particularly like playing it in this career mode because for some reason I always struggle when I go to Anfield in terms of like getting most of the play. I don't know what it is. It's just like the fans before the game and the way it feels. The actual ground as well to play in FIFA is pretty damn, like, it's not that difficult, but it certainly, you can kind of feel it. It's strange. It's a weird kind of play style. When you go to Anfield where you like, compared to when you play like in a generated ground, of course, that FIFA gives you, it's totally different. I don't know what it is, but yeah, we got a 0-0 draw there, so it means that we are taking on Leicester for this next one, and if we do in this one, we are mathematically secure as league champions. So in that respect, guys, a victory here, doesn't matter what Newcastle do, we are league champions for the first time ever in our series of the Premier League. We've won La Liga, we've won the Bundesliga, the only division, of course, now left is the Premier League, Italian League, and the French League in terms of the top 5 leagues in the world, in terms of that one, of course, if you count them in that one. But there's a Portuguese league still we could potentially go to. MLS, I've seen a couple of you guys ask me to go to the MLS, which would be quite interesting to do. But you know what? We could win the Premier League for the first time ever in this series right here, right now with Manchester United. But it didn't start well for us because Musa, pain in the backside on this game, guys. He's an absolute monster. Picks up the ball, runs past 4 Manchester United players before taking a strike on, and De Gea eventually had to make the save. I was absolutely fuming at that. I know Moose is pretty good, but he's not good enough to be running past 4 Man United players without getting a challenge in. Come on, boys. But we ended up with a chance ourselves here before I made an absolute mug of myself, and right-footed went the wrong way. And the strike just, yeah, the less said about it, the better, really. But it's important, guys, because we are still chasing that golden boot. Remember I said to you, we won it every single season, barring, of course, this one and the first 2, if we don't get it in this one, of course. So the first 2 seasons, we missed out on it. But after that, we've won it every single season since, in whatever league we've been playing in. So in that respect, I want to keep that tradition up. I want to come to the Premier League and win it yet again. We won it with City, but we didn't manage to match it with a Premier League title. We could do it here with United. We'll have to wait and find out, as Amati brought me down in the penalty area here, and Leicester really did make a fool of themselves with that penalty, kind of... I don't know what it was. I don't know what on earth Marty was thinking of. Like, he was never going to make that tackle. It's a stupid challenge in the box, and it's a stupid mistake to make and give away a free penalty, which I stepped up and I took and I scored as well. I went to the right-hand side, I think, in off the post as well. Pretty damn decent penalty. Keeper went the wrong way, and we took the lead in this one. So if we can hold on and get to 90 minutes in this game, guys, we are league champions. It is secured, so we'll just have to see if we can do that. But 76 minutes in, take a look at this move. I added this in here, guys. Nothing really comes of it, but I just wanted to show the move itself. I let the ball run. Kaputska picks it up, gives it back to me. I tried to feed the ball across. Unfortunately, couldn't quite get there, but I thought that was such a clever little move. It was warranted it being shown to you guys. So, yeah, I enjoyed that. I thought it was quite good, actually. But 83 minutes in, Leicester were pushing for an equaliser, and they made the mistake of committing a little bit too many men forward. I won the flick on from De Gea, which is something you don't see very often. I don't normally win headers in this game, but we eventually get it back from Maximilian Meyer, running through, bearing down on goal, and we add a second to the mix as well. 2-0 up here, dabbing just for good measure as well. Why not? You know, guys, this is the league title secured, and it also means we grab another 2 goals for our golden boot quest, if you will. So, yeah, pretty happy with this one. I'm not going to lie to you, because I didn't know what way this was going to go. I wasn't sure in the lead up to the back end of the season whether or not Mourinho was going to play me in every game, because if he wasn't, then it was going to be quite tough for us to try and get a golden boot. But so far, so good. He's played it in most of the games so far towards the back end of this year. If he can keep this up, and in the last kind of 3 or so games, plays in all 3, we have in a really good position to be able to try and get this golden boot secured. So there you go, guys. The substitutes come running onto the pitch, and it is now completely done. Manchester United are league champions this season. It's our first Premier League title as well, and now all that's left for us is to try and match that with a golden boot. Let's find out if we can do it though, guys. But unfortunately, you won't see us lift the trophy, because that is to come in the next episode, of course. You only get to show it at the last game of the season. How much of an absolute Mickey take would it be, guys, if Mourinho did not pick me for that final game of the season and we didn't get to see us lift the Premier League trophy? Potentially the only Premier League trophy we're going to get in this series. Imagine if that happens. You know what, guys? If that happens, I'm 100% leaving Manchester United. I won't even consult you guys. I'll leave instantly. If we're not picked for that final game of the season and we don't get to see us lift the trophy for the first time, I am leaving. 100%. No doubt about it. But we'll see anyway, guys. I'm 100% sure he'll pick us for it. We'll have to wait and see. But yeah, the thing is as well, as long as I don't skip it, I've done well in my books. That's all I've got to do is not skip it. So there you go. Confirmation, guys. United secure the Premier League title. It made the news. We also got a little bit of an article as well saying, would display score in touch? And for once, our managers are not coming out and having a go at us in the media, calling us crap and everything. So, yeah, pretty damn decent, if I do say so myself. As we moved into the third and final game of today's episode, guys, up against Swansea City at Old Trafford. From here on out, the league's done. So the only thing left for us to do is to continue our quest for that golden boot. So, as many ways, guys, a lot of the the players around me may be thinking that their job's already done this season. They don't really have too much else to play for. But for me, every game is massive. I have to keep my scoring form up. I have to keep going, guys, because otherwise the people behind me in the golden boot race are going to catch up. So 2 games to go. There you go, guys. 3 games to go now. This is the 36th game here up against Swansea. That is the team that was played, actually. Harry Kane making the bench as well, which is quite weird to see Harry Kane, Paulo Dybala sat on the bench. It's mental. You know, they would be playing in real life. And, of course, yesterday, guys, if you watched the Champions League final, you will know it ended up 4-1 to Real Madrid, so credit to them. And it's, it was quite an interesting game. I honestly thought it was going to go better than it did. Like, when we went in at half-time 1-1, I was thinking, we've got a good game on our hands here. And then, for some reason, Real Madrid just steamrolled and took over, which is quite annoying. But you know what? It was still a decent final. I enjoyed watching it, and I think Real Madrid showed their quality as well as just consistency at the highest level, didn't they? But it was always going to be a tough test for Juventus. I mean, out of the two teams, I would have said Real Madrid were the better team, you know, on paper going into it. So I wasn't surprised to see them come away victorious. So, yeah, but at the end of the day, it was shaping up to be a good final. The first half was absolutely brilliant, but second half kind of just got a little bit boring when Real Madrid went 3-1 up, you know. So, yeah, there's not really much you can do as a Juventus player there. You have to kind of go forward and try and get something out of it, but it is what it is. It's a decent final regardless, and Ronaldo yet again gets himself, I think he got 2 goals, didn't he, last night, which will be an extra 2. I think he also hit his 600th goal of his Real Madrid career, which is just absolutely mental or something, but it's just crazy, absolutely crazy. It might have been his 600th goal of his career, or it might have been Real Madrid career. I can't 100% remember what they said, but still, mind-blowing, absolutely mind-blowing. In this game against Swansea, guys, nothing really happened, which is why I went on a bit of a tangent, until the 90th minute. I skipped past the defender, and it just came off the post. To make matters worse as well, Eric Bailly, of all players, who found himself in a really good position, skied the rebound in an open net. So we should have come away with 3 points from this one. I almost grabbed myself a goal as well, but unfortunately, Bailly's mistake there in the 90th minute, as we would have got the winner, just didn't happen. And Old Trafford, unfortunately, don't see us win here in this game. But it doesn't matter, guys. We've already got the title secured, but as I said, it's important for us now going forward to try and pick up some other goals. So next episode, if we're picked for both games in that one, which I think one of them's against Hull, and the other one's against already relegated Sunderland. So that should be quite interesting an episode. And in terms of what I could have asked for going into the final 2 games of the season for this Golden Boot race, probably 2 very, very simple teams to play against in respect of their defence. So maybe we'll get a nice little hat-trick in the final episode. Who knows? But you'll have to wait for that tomorrow, guys. Make sure you do tune into it. There will be a decision to be made as well regarding a straw poll where we end up next season. And, of course, you guys will give the vote on that one as well. But that's it from me for today. I'll see you all again at 6 p.m. for another video. I'll see you all later, guys. Adios.